the madness. Elderly abuse happens more often than we think. In 2004, at one nursing home facility, nearly 40% of people admitted to committing at least one abusive act towards a resident, and 10% admitted to physically abusing residents. That's 50%, and that is only the ones who are admitting to what they did. We need to stop the madness. With elderly abuse on the rise, adult protective services are struggling to keep up with the caseloads as they are and have been understaffed. Let's all understand what elderly abuse is. Elderly abuse is the mistreatment and intentional acts that cause harm or create a serious risk of harm to a vulnerable elder. One study indicates that 1 in 14 cases of abuse never even make it to authorities, according to the Texas Department of Health and Human Services National Center on Elder Abuse. This is disheartening. There is no way to tell how many exactly, but elderly women or those with dementia are at risk. This hits close to home to me because my grandmother had dementia before she passed away, and I remember going to visit her, and she would be she had urinated on herself. And the reason this happened is because the staff at the nursing home, instead of wanting to deal with the fact that she would go in the bathroom and clog the sink, instead they would lock her bathroom door, which left her no choice but to urinate or defecate on herself. This is a form of abuse as well. It's considered neglect, and it happens more often than we think, and it's really something that we need to put a stop to. Elderly abuse often happens, and more times than not, it happens by the ones that are supposed to be there for you and care for you and love you. Family members, adult family members are the main ones who are causing this abuse. A lot of times it's because of the stress from, having to care for your elderly parent or grandparent, and also, money. If they're struggling, instead of dealing with their issues, they take it out on the elders that they are supposed to be caring for. You may ask why the elderly don't speak up. Well, according to Sharice Baum, with the New York Times, in 2011, she had an interview with Mr. Rooney, and he said, "I felt trapped, scared, and frustrated." You may think that frustration would be enough to tell about the abuse that's going on, but the fear of not knowing what was going to happen is what kept him from reporting it. In closing, I just want everyone to keep in mind that elderly abuse is on the rise, and we should make an effort to become more aware so we can put a stop to it.